What's up, all you beautiful people? Welcome back to the podcast. So today, this is the international edition of the podcast. We are in Italy. We've been traveling from Rome to Lago di Garda, and tomorrow we're going to be heading down to Firenze. And I wanted to share with you one of the thoughts that's been percolating through my mind, like chaotically bouncing through my mind the most this week, which is simply that, we talk a lot about how perspective is a superpower in life and business, and how having a mentor or coach or having people that you can surround yourself with who are at maybe a higher vantage point on the journey than you can be so advantageous, because often it's not about what you look at, it's what you see. And your experiences in life are largely going to they're going to affect what it is that you see. And so we talk a lot that perspective is a superpower. Two people can look at the same thing and see completely different outcomes. One person can look and say, this looks like a risk. The other can look and say, this looks like an opportunity. And so obstacle or opportunity, we know, is simply a matter of perspective. And being here in Italy and just seeing how different everybody's perspective is, not in a bad way, not in a good way, just different, like how they have come to solve problems in completely unique ways. Look at that. It's a really beautiful wine, little vineyard. They come to solve the same problems that we've solved, but in completely new, novel, different ways. And maybe not novel, because it's Europe, so a lot of people here and a lot of smart people. And I was thinking about this through the context of the bathroom, of all places. You realize just how different the world is when you go to a different culture's bathroom and you see their shower and you see their sink and you see their toilet and their bidet. And like the way that they arrange things, how they set them up, it's completely different. And it can be really awkward when you're used to one situation, one style, but then you go, well, this can't be the one right style, because look, they've come to this other solution. I was getting frustrated about this the other day because I was like, there has to be like one single best way to flush a toilet, right? And what was getting me to think about this is the fact that like every European country that I've been to has like a different system for flushing a toilet, different system for, power conversion, whether that's AC, DC, right? There's got to be a standardized best way, metric system for measuring distances rather than the imperial system, right? There are better systems, but it is just interesting to see how different cultures, how different people come and solve problems in different ways. And I think about this a lot in business, because business is a game where you are rewarded for thinking divergently, not convergently. That is, there is no one right answer. There is no formula, do this in this order and you will get the answer, right? Instead, in business, there's just a spectrum of answers with higher or lower probabilities of getting you to your desired result, depending upon your skills, your resources, and your network, right? And so your job as an entrepreneur is to determine which of these outcomes, which of these solutions will lead me to my desired outcome with the highest degree of probability. And I think if you want to get really good at changing your perspective and seeing the world through new lenses, first, get a coach, get a mentor, get around people who are operating in that way already. Number two is change your environment. Change your environment. Get out of your well-trodden path, the routines, the habits that you follow every single day, which is good because it helps you optimize for the result that you're getting on any given day. But perspective is one of those things that I think you can change most effectively through either systematic exposure, again, to a coach or a mentor, or to really large scale, rip the Band-Aid off, go and see a whole new world, go see a whole new culture and have your whole perspective, your whole world shifted. I think those are two of the best ways to do that. But what I want you to think about today is how can we use environment change as the catalyst for tweaking our perspective, for changing our perspective. Maybe that's traveling internationally, maybe that's traveling locally, maybe that's going to a different coffee shop to work than the one that you typically go to that's 2 blocks away. Maybe this time you go, to the other side of the city, go see a different side of the world, so to speak, and change your perspective in the process. So That's going to do it for me, you beautiful people. I'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, stay hyper-focused, my friends.